In this scenario, we're going to implement mandatory multi-touch in order to drag this box here, and with that moving to the next page, which is the adult page. So page 1 will act as the parental gate or parental control to get access to the second one. So what we are going to do here is basically we have the box, we have the text, and then I just create an action, which is a simple go to the next page. Okay, I'm going to select the rectangle, and then I simply create a common drag. I didn't touch anything here, although I could say, okay, drag this object to a specific place in order to activate the action. For example, you could have a scenario where this rectangle could be a lock. You could have a key being the one dragged to the lock. So if the key match the lock, but you move to the next page. But again, you could set, okay, the key will just be swiped with 2 fingers instead of just one. I mean, there's different ways to implement that, but this way it's a very simple one. So if the user drags the object, when he or she releases the object, the go to next page will perform. Okay, so nothing else was touched here besides this trigger on release. Okay, I'm gonna publish this, and you see here in the simulator that it's pure quick here. If I drag with just one finger, there's no way to simulate 2 fingers here. I'll go to the second page. This is quick out of the box. As of now, there's no way to set. I just want this working with multi fingers instead of just one. So how to do that? What you need to do is you have to go to your project build folder and open that page. So I'm gonna open page 1, and I have it here. And then you're gonna look the code and search for the drag objects. Okay, this is the part here. We just have one drag on this page. Okay, and this is the important line here. Multi-touch activate rectangle, which is the name of our layer. Move, it's what we are doing. Drag is a move. And we have this single here. All we need to do here is to say multi. Okay, and then save it. And when we do that and we go back to Corona, to the simulator, I'm gonna try to drag, and it's impossible for me to drag now with just one finger. The simulator cannot accept multi-finger, so I would need to build this app for my device in order to be able to, with 2 fingers, drag this box. So this is the way to do that. Of course, you may say, what happens if I go back to the page in Photoshop and publish it again? It will come back to the single here again, and now we would be able to move with just one finger. But the thing is, you would need to manually come back here and rewrite it for the word multi instead of just single. Okay, the catch here is, what happens if you decide not to use the drag but to use the swipe instead? Let me leave the drag here and just create a swipe for the same object. Okay, and I'm gonna publish again, and we are gonna check the code, and you're gonna note the swipe, which is here, has a different code because the swipe originally is not a multi-touch thing. There is no option in the swipe in Kwik, at least for now, to select if you want a single swipe or a multi-swipe. So in our case here, if you want to use Kwik as is, you don't have the ability to, again, at least for now, to have a swipe with multiple fingers. Okay, but with drag you can easily implement that. Again, I have seen some good examples where, as I mentioned before, someone has created just a lock and a key, and the key is draggable to the lock, and you can open the lock with the key. So this is the first example.